12 fun things to do in San Diego. San Diego's coastal seat makes it an excellent vacation spot for adventurers and solar seekers. Whether you are trekking alongside the sandstone cliffs of Torrey Pines State Natural Reserve, strolling via the frothy surf of Coronado Beach, or admiring the postcard-worth surroundings at Jolla Cove, you will locate little purpose to stray some distance from the town's herbal wonders. Spend an afternoon at Balboa Park, the town's definitive cultural hub, and absorb the lovely pudding at the same time as exploring the numerous museums, theaters, and gardens that name this 1,200-acre park domestic. Though it is tempting to spend your entire excursion exploring, remember to carve out a while for a San Diego Records lesson. America's finest city proudly suggests off its army and maritime background with well-regarded museums. And for a local's perspective, don't forget signing up for a guided excursion. For a view of the town from the water, a ship excursion, jet ski timeout, or fishing constitution is your satisfactory bet. Here is the list of 12 fun things to do in San Diego. 1. Balboa Park, home to the famous San Diego Zoo. This 1,200-acre park is the town's cultural hub. Located in downtown San Diego, Balboa Park is an outstanding vicinity for a walk, motorcycle journey, or picnic. Wander across the park's many gardens at the same time as admiring the complicated Spanish Renaissance structure that permeates the grounds. The satisfactory examples are the California Building and the House of Hospitality. The Botanical Building is an outstanding place to begin in Balboa Park. The constructing is one of the maximum photographed locations in Balboa Park, and is certainly considered one among the biggest lath systems inside the world. But do not simply study it. The well-known botanical constructing capabilities greater than 200 everlasting flora, such as placing collections of tropical flora and orchids. The park additionally capabilities a cactus lawn, rose lawn, a Japanese fashion lawn, in addition to a palm tree canyon, amongst many others. 2. Mission Beach and Pacific Beach. Mission Beach and Pacific Beach are one giant, related coastline in San Diego. While now no longer as pristine as Coronado Beach, the vicinity is simply as famous way to all of the close-by sights and amenities. This miles-lengthy stretch of sand suits the SoCal stereotype to a T. Throngs of surfers and bikini-clad sunbathers crowd the beaches each summertime season, at the same time as the close-by boardwalk is typically filled with inline skaters and bicyclists. The seaside is a famous spot in San Diego for browsing as well, presenting swells each excessive and low, ideal for novices and pro surfers. You'll locate several water sports activities, gadget apartment stores strewn across the neighborhood, presenting the entirety from jet skis to kayaks. Belmont Park, which acts because the border among the two seashores, is a beachfront entertainment park offering arcades and several rides, such as the Giant Dipper Wood Curler Coaster, a greater than 100-year vintage National Historic Landmark. When lunchtime rolls round, head to one of the many beachside eateries that flank the boardwalk or Mission Boulevard, or have a picnic at Bonita Cove, the bayfront park placed throughout the road from Belmont Park. 3. Coronado Beach. Compared to Mission Beach, this famous coastline boasts fewer sunbathers and calmer waves. Just throughout the bay from San Diego, Coronado Beach is famous with households and couples alike way to its miles-lengthy coastline, smooth sands, non-violent surroundings, an idyllic region inside the Crown City. While you might not have get admission to a bustling boardwalk, you'll have lots of picturesque surroundings to admire. Marvelous mansions take a seat down in the back of the seaside on Ocean Boulevard, and the ancient Hotel del Coronado, a 130-year vintage National Historic Landmark, is perched simply past the sand. When you are now no longer boogie boarding or constructing a sand castle, heed the recommendation of latest traffic and honestly stroll the 1.5-mile lengthy coastline. Even in case you're journeying San Diego throughout the town's wintry weather season whilst the water is a touch too cold for swimming, you have to nonetheless plan to make a prevent right here for the surroundings. And in case you experience ice skating, the Hotel Del gives the particular possibility to ice skate proper alongside the seaside. 4. Gaslamp Quarter. The Gaslamp Quarter's 16 blocks are peppered with Victorian fashion homes that now residence a lot of stores, artwork galleries, theaters, and modern-day restaurants, now no longer to say lots of bars and clubs. The vicinity stretches from L Street all of the manor as much as Broadway, such as 6th, 5th, and 4th Avenues, in addition to out to 1st Avenue at G Street. The satisfactory vicinity to begin your excursion of the Gaslamp Quarter is the Horton Plaza outside Buying Center, located at 1st and G Street. From there, you could discover the neighborhood's aspect streets in order to sooner or later lead you to the principal avenues. Or you could begin on the Gaslamp Quarter gate itself, placed at L Street and Fifth Avenue. Fifth Avenue is taken into consideration downtown San Diego's important thoroughfare. You'll locate the maximum movement right here, especially at night time. With all of its amenities, it is essential to recognize that the Gaslamp Quarter is San Diego's top-rate nightlife vacation spot. If you are now no longer a nighttime owl, every other manner to revel in the Gaslamp Quarter's active surroundings is to take gain of the patio seating supplied at a number of the neighborhood's restaurants, or mission to one of the many rooftop bars, and as San Diego particularly has hearth place pits, and beds, and front room chairs for purchasers to loosen up on. For assist navigating the neighborhood, sign on for one of the satisfactory San Diego excursions. 5. Torrey Pines State Natural Reserve. Want to peer what San Diego gave the look of at its founding? It's on the Torrey Pines State Natural Reserve. This oceanfront reserve capabilities 1,750 acres of unspoiled land, shielding the particular topography and numerous styles of plant life gift from manner again whilst, such as the Torrey pine, America's rarest pine tree. There are 3,000 Torrey pines within inside the reserve on my own. And apart from San Diego, the most effective different vicinity within inside the US of a pines grows are on Santa Rosa Island off the coast of Santa Barbara. The reserve additionally homes certainly considered one among Southern California's remaining salt marshes and waterfowl refuges. What does it imply for you? Plenty of trekking opportunities. Trails provide a hazard to rise up near, and private with the attraction's famously stunning sandstone ravines and badlands in addition to breathtaking perspectives of the coastline. And in case you come throughout the spring, you will see wildflowers on complete display. 6. Old Town San Diego. Take a journey again in time at Old Town San Diego State Historic Park. A mile-lengthy stretch of restored stores and homes at the grounds of the primary European agreement in California, widely taken into consideration the birthplace of California. Old Town San Diego suggests traffic what it changed into want to stay via specific eras of California records, from the time of Spanish explorers to the California Gold Rush. Some essential stops consist of the Whaley House, a former granary and courthouse which changed into firstly constructed in 1857, and Casa de Estudillo, a residence constructed with inside the 1820s which makes use of conventional furnishings and decor to demonstrate how human beings lived years ago. The Junipero Serra Museum, named for the Spanish monk who helped colonize San Diego and different regions of California, is likewise a must-see due to the fact its structure and region have helped make it a well-known San Diego landmark. It sits on a hill in Presidio Park close to inexperienced spaces, picnic regions, and memorials, and it gives outstanding perspectives of the town and the Pacific Ocean. 7. San Diego Zoo and Safari Park. This 100-acre status quo is one of the maximum well-known zoos within inside the USAVA. The San Diego Zoo isn't most effective, certainly considered one among the biggest zoos within inside the USA, however additionally homes certainly considered one among the biggest collections of uncommon and endangered animals within inside the world. Giant pandas, giraffes, elephants, polar bears, and koalas are only some of the numerous animals that name the San Diego Zoo domestic. The well-known shows are connected via way of means of an expansive collection of trails which include the Monkey Trail, Hippo Trail or Tiger Trail. On those unique pathways, you will come head-to-head with several interesting creatures such as hippos with inside the Lost Forest, Arctic foxes with inside the northern frontier, rhinos with inside the urban jungle, or gators with inside the Wedgeforth Bowl. You'll want lots of energy and a map to peer the entirety the zoo has to provide, should your toes develop weary at the same time as exploring. The zoo gives a 35-minute guided bus excursion of the park. There's additionally the Skyfari aerial tram that transports traffic from one give up of the park to the different, presenting a bird's eye view of the well-known shows under and among. In addition to lots of animals to peer, the zoo additionally hosts Animal Suggests, an animal come-upon packages every day in addition to 4D film theaters with academic movies approximately the natural world. 8. Seaport Village. If you need to spend the afternoon looking ships glide inside and outside of the harbor at the same time as sipping espresso or searching for souvenirs, Seaport Village is the vicinity to visit. Located at the waterfront, now no longer some distance from the US Midway Museum, the 14-acre village is domestic to greater than 50 stores and 13 eating outlets. Travelers can experience surfing summertime season garb at Seaport Island Fashion, paintings at Wyland Galleries, and green merchandise at Caraloha Bamboo. Hot Licks, a warm sauce shop, is likewise a crowd favorite. With this plenty variety, you are certain to locate something unique to recall your San Diego journey. Even traffic who are not in particular keen on buying stated they nonetheless loved on foot via the sunny outside complex. What's greater, it is a famous jumping off factor for a number of the satisfactory California excursions inside San Diego. 9. Cabrillo National Monument. The southernmost tip of Point Loma is wherein you will locate the Cabrillo National Monument. The statue depicts Juan Rodriguez Cabrillo who, in 1542, changed into the primary European explorer to navigate the Californian coast, situated approximately 10 miles southwest of downtown San Diego. This monument is plenty greater than only a memorializing effigy. The important purpose human beings make the adventure to the monument is its superb perspectives. From the Cabrillo Monument, you could experience sweeping perspectives of the Pacific in addition to the Point Loma Naval Base under downtown San Diego, Coronado, and on a clean day, the mountains of Tijuana, Mexico. Once you have gotten your fill from the top, stroll or force down Cabrillo Road to revel in the Point Loma tide pools, or take a scenic stroll alongside the adjoining bluffs. There's additionally the 5-mile Bayside Trail that cascades down into the east aspect of the factor, and ends proper above the bay waters. For the ones greater inquisitive about the historic component of the attraction, the NPS webpage capabilities Ranger guided talks in addition explaining the tale in the back of the Cabrillo Monument in addition to the restored Old Point Loma Lighthouse, placed a quick stroll south from the monument on Humphreys Road. 10. US Midway Museum. San Diego is a large army town. You'll probably see bases scattered approximately at the same time as exploring the town, especially around elements of the San Diego Bay. The US Midway is such a affiliated websites that gives an insider's look at what's usually closed off to the public. The US Midway is the longest serving American plane service of the 20th century, having performed host to 225,000 sailors over the path of its life. This historic relic gives buyers the possibility to discover 60 specific well-known shows, and 29 restored plane aboard, such as a few which have flown in World War II, Operation Desert Storm, and the Korean War. During the self-guided audio excursion, you will see the crew's dozing quarters, the engine room, the ship's prison, and the number 1 flight manipulate room, amongst different regions of the 4-acre flight deck. There also are flight simulators, foxhole knot tying demonstrations, and a restaurant while you begin to sense peckish on web page. 11. Sunset Cliffs. Next to the Cabrillo Monument, tourists say that is the following satisfactory vicinity for ocean perspectives in Point Loma, situated a touch greater than 9 miles due west of downtown San Diego. Sunset Cliffs stretches throughout 68 acres and runs 5 miles alongside Point Loma Peninsula's western coastline. The dramatic sandstone cliffs and untouched plant life in conjunction with its lovely ocean vistas make for an unforgettable walk each throughout the day. And at night time, the vicinity is likewise domestic to 3 secluded seashores as well. 11. Though attending to them may be tricky, there is a seaside famous with locals at the start of Cordova Street off of Sunset Cliffs Boulevard. However, you need to traverse down the rocky bluffs to get there. For in simpler descent, head to the give-up of Sunset Cliffs Boulevard at Latera Street, and take a stroll down the to-be-had stairway. It might not lead you to the seaside, however it's going to get you simply above the crashing waves. That vicinity is quite famous with surfers, so assume to appear plenty of locals catching waves. If you mission farther up into Sunset Cliffs Natural Park, you will locate lots of strolling trails proper alongside the sea, and via the coastal scrub that dot the vicinity. 12. Children's Pool Beach. Animal enthusiasts are certain to experience Children's Pool Beach in La Jolla, because of the California coast's occasionally harsh waves. A seawall changed into constructed with inside the 1930s on a part of the seaside to make the waters calmer for children. However, developers did not understand the calm waters could enchantment to seals as well. In latest years, seals have commenced flocking to Children's Pool Beach to bask with inside the solar, play with inside the water, and supply beginning to their pups. The natural world phenomenon has become the seaside right into a must-see vacation or attraction. Visitors can stroll out onto the seawall to look at the seals from above, and plenty have agreed Children's Pool Beach changed into one of the highlights in their San Diego journey. They endorse bringing binoculars to peer the seals, and jackets as it is able to get cold at the seawall. They additionally warn the abundance of seals can occasionally bring about an instead smelly scent. However, seeing the animals of their herbal habitat is really well worth it.